Right, we should start putting things together here. We also built the cannon here. Okay. So we do need the beacon. We don't have any beds at the moment. Let's try to at least fix that. Steel and cloth. Could I get a clean version? I might build a larger house of some type. But I don't have any immediate plans for it. We are good to set up here. Not sure if the bed is a good idea here because it looks outside. Still, maybe 5 beds for a house this size is sufficient. Right, so maybe even 6. It's basically meant to have the beds and nothing more. When with just these, it's gonna be much bigger than the previous entire town, so right. Nothing amazing, but it's a start. Recruitment radio, terminals, light boxes, powered speaker. Has functionality to connected objects. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that means. But radio beacon is enough to understand. Tracks new settlers to your settlement when turned on. I'm gonna build additional generators here. We're gonna need them for defensive turrets anyway. God damn it. Right. We have beds, we have food, we have power, we don't have people or defenses. And we don't exactly have lights either. High-tech lights. That would give a unique look to this. Well, the houses have to have lights of some sort. Not quite sure what's the best way to do this. I mean, connect these lights. They don't drain power, they just require electricity to exist. That are our first recruits. Ah, god damn it. It defends us then. How do these traps really work? Again, it requires power, not exactly drain power, just that there is power. Radiation emitter, flamethrower trap. I have no idea how this works. Flamethrower trap sounds interesting. It's not exactly a turret though, I have no idea how these are supposed to work. I mean, I have zero fucking clue how these are supposed to work. This is the only real opening here, so I'm inclined to try Tesla arcs here. Again, no clue. What the fuck do these do? Actually, I'm not gonna try them. Not now. Again, no idea what they do. Missile turret. Ah. I know what this does. Not sure if there's a good place to put it though. Yeah, it's just get blocked by everything here. It does require power. The corner there might be a decent space. I don't want. Can I put you there? God damn it. I don't like any of these places. We're going to build a floating platform again, I think. That makes the most sense to me. Yeah, prefabricated any piece of shit will do. I just need something to elevate myself a little bit. Excellent. Metal roofs. Not quite sure what's a good place to put these. This might be nice. It oversees this area quite well. I don't like it though. It's a bit of an odd angle. It shouldn't matter too much, but with the missile turret it might. Because the corner might come into the line of fire, so we want a fairly straight part. There's a limit to how exotic I want to start to get with these things too. Or how big of an area I want to build. Because the game might start to have problems and it's not worth it. I've tasted enough to satisfy my curiosity. I don't want to just try to break the game just to see what happens. Or just, God forbid, start the game to have crashing problems. So First missile turret. Okay, what's the... I'm guessing that's the forward side. Want to get as much over the edge as possible. The great benefit of having a missile turret in this angle is that even if it misses, it's still gonna do damage because it hits the ground instead of just flying it off into the sunset. So it's going to be very good. No, don't do anything yet. Might want another piece of roofing here. Can't do anything there. Might look a little bit ridiculous now. I don't really know what my plans here for all this are. So I'm going to leave things at a little bit of an unfinished state. Power. This will require direct power line. So, conduits. Not sure what would be good conduits. Switch power pylon. Okay, we already have 2 people here. I don't want the missile turret alone, because missiles are not instant damage. Like some kind of a either laser or heavy turret here. Laser or heavy gun turret. Heavy laser probably would work best. It's a instant damage type again. With a little bit of a separate from that. Sure, they'll work well together. Not sure what a good angle would be though. If I put it here, there's a lot of things on its way. Same sort of with this. Having different angles should be good. Sure, we have the range. Yeah, it's too far away. Right. I attach a searchlight. I'm not sure what it does. It seems to help during night time. Spotlight. Hmm. Right, out of the way. Corner here is totally worthless. Right. I'm not sure what a spotlight would do really. Might cause an alarm if you... I want to try one more thing. What does it mean if I attach a computer here? What can I do with the turrets? Is it, I mean, what's the benefit for me? Direct benefit. Terminal. Fires 1 power. Fires hacker. Access additional functionality. Seems simple enough. Light box. Turret control. Right. 2 connected turrets. We can deactivate about your defense systems. System just diagnostics. Turret operation should be limited to trained professionals only. So I guess I can't do anything because I don't have the special abilities. Diagnostics. Laser turret and assault turret. That doesn't make much sense now.
You building a collection or something?
Yes, I am. That is exactly what I'm doing. See if I can patch some of these obvious holes. Is there some kind of small wall piece? What the fuck is that? Maybe this is a connection wall. I mean, connection corner. Right. I'll try something other than metal. Ah, this has actual floors. Right. Shack stairwell. Yeah, wood seems to have at least this point much more interesting options. I just need a small piece of wall that basically used to block some of this. Small little better. Not a corner. Just a, yeah, something like this. Wall end. Small wall. No. This doesn't particularly matter what happens here. We're just trying to make real goddamn sure that no one can just sneak in here. Sort of similar to this, I suppose. Just don't want to give them even the slightest bit of a chance here. So I don't care if it looks ridiculous, but I just want it to be there. But there's no possibilities. This is sort of questionable, I suppose, but if we put a guard post or something like that here, might work just fine. Not really concerned about these. There might be a couple of weaker points, but for the most part, this is a pretty certain looking wall. Workshop Auto Exit. Okay, this could be a potential problem. It doesn't really matter which way this wall goes. Ooh, that looks pretty bad, but again, crappy wooden wall to the rescue. But this is pretty bad. It's a low wall to begin with. Ah, crap. What's the problem? Well, it's slightly better. I don't see any large obvious problems anymore. Yeah, it doesn't look great at points, but seems like it works. 2 people living here. I wonder if we should. Oh. Can we do fencing? Wire fence is just fine. What I was thinking is we could add basically a little bit of a fence here. This is a totally unneeded area for us. So we could add another defensive structure there. I'm thinking of shotgun turret. This requires a little bit of power, but if you want to come through this gate, you don't want to try to come through this gate. That's what I'm basically saying. But what we need to do is prevent melee guys from attacking. So I'm thinking of building a little bit of a fence here right in front of it. Maybe move the position a little bit, that hardly matters. It's too far away. Maybe. It produces 10 power, we're using 6 to power the turrets. Looks like a combat shotgun. Defense 35 for a colony of this size is fantastic. Now, I really would like to add more lights in general. How annoying would be something like a strobe light? Yeah. So, I was thinking of, do they blink in sequence or out of sync? Because that would be a great way to cause seizures. Another settler just walks in. Guard tower. This is what I was supposed to build here. Not sure what would be a good place. Probably on top of that. We could put someone on guard here. Well, it has to be here on top of this, otherwise no one's going to be able to just walk up here. We do want caravans and things like that to be able to walk in, so I don't want to block the entrance too much. Yeah, this isn't any good. Maybe a different kind of a guard post. Someone to keep an eye on the gate. We don't have to do anything now. I'm thinking of how do the lights help? Spotlights. What's the actual real benefit of attaching something like this here? We have the power, so I might as well see what it does. Maybe the turrets are really have a really tough time basically tracking anything during nighttime, something like that. So we could use this to basically cover the gate during night. Me my little fence here, and I think we're gonna be set for a while. Fire of Winds is just fine. It has to be something that I'm fairly comfortable that we can shoot through. Not sure what the attack range of certain melee attacks even is. Ah, let's try it this way. Yeah, it's enough to block easy access. Although you are definitely within attack range, I think, so we would have to have another layer of defense here. I have no idea how sensible or viable all of this is. I mean, we don't want to block this. I'll leave it as is for now. Might be able to move the turret too a little bit. Might be the easiest thing to do. This doesn't make any sense. Something like this. No, well, there's some chance of access, but definitely not here. Behind that hole would be the best place, but naturally that doesn't make much sense. Still, I suppose it would be the most sensible place. It's not like it's not going to be able to. If you cover yourself from it, you have a heavy laser and at least a goddamn missile launcher banging at you. So you don't have great options. I was sort of thinking if you would want a really secure site, you might want to prevent all easy walking accesses. Just have a basically a staircase, even maybe something that you basically create just for you to get into the site itself. It would be self-sufficient, so you don't have to send people out or in. It's totally isolated, only walls and depth at the edges. Yeah, 3 people. Massive defenses, beds, food, water. Still needs a lot of things. We don't have storage areas, we don't have anything really. I mean, we have place for people to come to, but what then? Nothing. We've got jack shit. My biggest complaint is though the power. I don't like that we have so light here too. This place needs a light. Doesn't really matter what light it is, but I'm gonna use a fan. All of the living quarters have to be lighted up. Doesn't particularly matter to me what the light happens to be, but you have to have a light. We're not creating some kind of a slum here. Proper living areas. Maybe even outside lights for the houses. Know where the door is. Ah, that reminds me, we don't have doors. Okay, in our town everyone has blue doors. That's just the way it is. It's not much, but it's a start. I think I'll leave my construction efforts here for now. I'll want to build some kind of a larger building or hall to house all my own crap. But we have to do this in stages, otherwise it's just it's already taken quite a lot of time. I'd like to, well, 12 people, that's room to grow. But what I'd like to do is get the power working. Connectors and switches. We basically need power pylons. I have no idea how big of a pylon covers something like this. It needs power, however, it should power everything that requires power, but doesn't actually draw power, not enough. So switches. Requires transmits power when disarmed. Use connector terminal to access additional functionality. Okay. Stops transmitting power after a short delay. Use connected terminal. I'm not sure I get these. Yeah, these are delayed off switch, but why? Transmit power. Stop transmitting power. Maybe associated with traps. An interval switch. Switches on and off repeatedly. Okay, maybe you can do some light shows. I noticed there's sort of a light panel, basically it's a light pixel. So maybe you can do controls on them, try to get something cool going, some kind of animation, things like that. Transmits power briefly after cycling power 10 times. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why would you want these. At the same time, I don't understand some of the function of certain things. I'm guessing these are connected to traps, mainly. So I need to draw power from here to here. We just need the power drawn. It doesn't have. We're not draining power. Really, we just need the power to reach somewhere here. That should be close enough. So too far away. We probably could build some kind of a house here. Someone's bringing in supplies. Maybe start with the prefabricated wooden pieces, because wooden pieces have floors. So you would basically build an even blueprint for the structure. How did that get here? Hmm. I'll just get some kind of a floor and roof as here as a middle of ground, just so we can place something on top of it. Get the power going. Come on. Right. Excellent. So they don't really drain power points. They just need to be connected to a source of power, and the pylon provides that. The pylon doesn't drain power either. It just powers any these minor electrical appliances. It's too far away from that though. I wish the pylons would show their range. We can attach some kind of shitty pylon there. Get the power pylons. Build more pylons. It should basically cover this entire house. Doesn't particularly matter where we stick it. Might as well build the larger ones. We can't afford it. Don't see any real reason not to. Okay, why doesn't this lamp work? Too far off? Come on. There. No, the light just refuses to go on for some reason. Lamp requires power. But this is being powered, so why not this? Fuck it. Let's try another lamp then. Right. I probably activated it. Meaning you can turn it down, but you can't reactivate it. Well, that's a retarded lamp, isn't it? Can I select it and reapply it? Now put it in store. Then we just... It's not that one. So we'll have to be a little bit careful with these. Ah, okay. It's nothing amazing, but it has a lot of potential. I think the defenses could be actually quite a bit tighter. Right, because we have nothing defending this area. I actually just put a turret on top of that. Add another power source here. We are going to need more power, that goes without saying. Oh, could we add another one here? This is more of a if something suddenly just appears on through one of those walls. I have no idea how much I can really rely on them. We would have something here shooting at them. Wouldn't have to be much. I suppose it might as well be a heavy laser turret though. Although I would prefer something on this side definitely instead of there. But here are where all the people are. So I don't know. Wooden ones had a cool one. No, it's not a prefabricated one. I think it's is it a floor? Right, this one. Instant altitude. Don't really require anything else. Good starting tool for this sort of thing. Oh, come on. No, we need to add a floor. Right. So this is a floor. Totally different thing. Don't think I want missile turrets inside the actual city. Seems like that would go wrong real bad. We're not. That's not on. Right. No. Time to get rid of this. Key to attach. Okay, we have an active turret there. Lovely. So our ass is at least a little bit covered. We have extra power. Defenses are about 50 and we got a level up. So yeah, enough of this. It has too few people for really to start constructing anything too fancy here now. Level 30 shouldn't give us anything. 39, 36, 33. Yeah, I think 33 is the next one we get something useful. So 20%, 40% more damage, ignore 15% of armor. Oh, that does bring us to one thing. Crafting stations. It doesn't particularly matter where we add these now, we can always move them around, as long as they exist. So, armor... doesn't matter. Chemistry. There's a cooking station already. Cooking stove. Weapons. I have to travel back here. The thing is, with 40% extra damage and armor piercing on their rifles, it makes no sense to use the self pistol anymore. We might as well use the assault rifle or combat rifle. Just put a silencer on it and replace this. It's going to do more damage. It cannot possibly do less. We have no radaways. Right. Institute this, institute that. Hunting rifle. It's a lot of damage. No, we want something that can be fired at a rapid pace when needed. Incendiary combat rifle. Let's target on fire. How much can we upgrade this? Okay. Assault rifle or combat rifle? I'll take both and see what we can do to upgrade them. The big problem is now that we have to, yep, get the mods out of here. Not sure if we can really use these, but might as well transfer them. They're not that heavy. Carrying too much.
Well, there's a classic.
Don't make them like these.
I think there's a ghost here.
Hey.
One.
We want to take as many weapon related items as we can. Has to be junk. Ooh, okay, things are looking actually quite nice. Yeah, this is the last set. So we have to come back here another time. We can get all the remaining junk and some. We can start moving around the extra items too.
Hey.
I'll see what I can do.
Give me the junk.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
Hey,
There's something you need?
Going to have to take all of this. How much overweight are we? Quite a bit. Okay. Incendiary combat rifle. It has all the basics. It just does 15 points of extra fire damage. Sets them on fire. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, assault rifle first. Bit different. I'm not sure if it has a better rate of fire basically. If we can't do the suppressor, it's not worth considering. So assault rifle is not an option. Combat rifle. Can't do the suppressor. Gun nut for. What? It has to be something like this though. I suppose we could keep an eye out. Well, there's a good chance we might be able to buy it. But I don't see any reason to switch weapons as long as we can. I do need to get rid of this radiation. Okay, so I'm just gonna dump all this here and leave it at that. Maybe hold on to a few items. We could try to basically sell them. Then at the same time see if there would be a suppressor or for a combat rifle or something like that. Incendiary combat rifle. Why am I storing these here? It makes, yeah, makes management a little bit easier. Okay. At least we can move again. The rest of the crap will go to crafting stations though. Doesn't really matter. The crafting stations share their workspace, inventory space. It doesn't matter which category we're gonna stuff these into. Right. That helped quite a bit. We're okay on this front. Okay, this should be where all the heavy stuff is at the moment. Right. We don't need 54 buff outs, even though we do want to keep some of it with us, even for just trading purposes, but 54 is too much. Even though it doesn't weigh much, it starts to weigh at least somewhat. 42 jets, sort of a similar issue. Medex 33, Mint has 42. Yeah, we can at least cut these in half, if nothing else. Radix, yeah, radiation resistance, which is nice, but come on. Radaway is something I don't really want to give up, no matter how much it weighs. You have to be able to get rid of radiation when you need to. I suppose I might change my mind, but not now. Yeah, we have acceptable amount of extra carry weight thanks to this. And we can sell a few weapons away, so things should improve even further. Right. We need to go and report to Preston Garvey for a couple of reasons. So I'm going to the Pridwin. See if I can get rid of the radiation, see if I can sell a few of the weapons, see if there's a suppressed combat rifle. I'll take assault rifle too if they have it, but I don't think they'll have it. I don't think they have either of them. Just keeping my options open. And then report to Preston. He'll probably just send us to do something else. But which might mean that I'm at some point just going to do the mission he gives me and never report my success. Either way, enough colony management for now. I think the heavy lifting on that is done though. I mean, we set everything up. There's with only a few minor additions, we can just keep growing it from this point on. It's easy to add house, easy to add beds. It has resources that will last for quite a while. Easy to add defenses. I can add more stores. A lot of things. I don't expect much from it. And I'm okay.
Attention! Delta Team Lead, report to the bridge.
Sister.
Delta
We're here
Team
to save
Lead to
the
the bridge.
convoy.
Welcome back. I heard about the operation at Fort Strong. Any injuries that require attending to?
Patch me up, Doc.
Well, to fix the problem, I need to know what it is first.
Think I soaked up some rads out there.
All right, let's flush your system.
40 caps. Full radiation removal.
And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
That was it.
All right. You watch yourself out there, soldier.
Didn't heal me, but it cost 15 extra.
Cade,
Good to see you again, Knight. Anything I can do to help?
what's new, Doc?
Got nothing. Sorry. Just trying to practice medicine.
I need some supplies, Doctor.
No problem, soldier. Take a look.
Fusion cells. Antiseptics. Here's a few interesting items. I don't particularly want to trade with them.
Stock up on supplies before we begin our next mission.
Right.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups.
Well, that's not exactly too hard to do.
Welcome aboard, sister.
Most farmers won't be too happy about donating their crops, so watch your back out there.
Let me see what you have.
Sure, I've got something that'll put a smile on your face.
I'm sure you don't. Mods. Gatling laser, charging barrel, laser boosted photon agitator. Yep, nothing even remotely interesting. Okay, what can we get rid of? I'm more interested in the extra carry weight we can gain. These are fairly worthless. Still, it should give us a little bit of ammo. We should start to stock on plasma cartridges. I'll take all the fusion cells I can afford.
If you run into any synths, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
Remember, we're out here representing the Brotherhood.
I'm worried about these recruits. They're young, too green.
So only report to the Minutemen leadership and see what we can. Well, basically see what happens next. I do want to go exploring on my own again. The management.
If you find any technical documents, you should bring them.
I suppose there's nothing particularly wrong with it.
to Proctor Quinlan.
It's just that I don't see where the real long-term benefits comes from either. I can understand them setting them up a little, so the happiness doesn't fall, and there might be some kind of defensive turret. Maybe add the artillery piece. I don't see yet the benefit of really going all out to develop some of these things. Yeah, we haven't really built up the defenses of this place. It's the laser turret and the heavy turret, and that's it. That's not good enough. Do we have any power? Once we have more people, I'll send the from our little city to share supplies with this one. Once that's done, then we can maybe develop this a little bit further. But for now, it is what it is. Hello, farmer.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, broadcasting across
What
the
now?
Commonwealth. Attention, Minutemen. News has come to us of a settlement that needs our help. If you are in the area, please respond.
A pack of ghouls has holed up near a settlement. They could use our help. I'll mark it on your map. We can use all the support we can get, so see what you can do to help.
Cool problem at North Haven Beach. So yeah, he's just sending us to places we've already been. I think I'll do this, but at the same time I'm not going to come back here to report our success. I'm just going to do it, so later on we're not going to get some kind of failed message. But I'm heading out to do something else, pretty much anything else. I like the turret hacking magazine thing. I seem to have a robot hacking magazine now. That's something, I suppose, but
You're with the Minutemen, right?
The Minutemen are always happy to help. What did you need?
A pack of feral ghouls have holed up nearby, and some of them have started wandering out lately. If more of them start wandering out this way, we may be overrun. We need someone to clear them out.
I'm on it. It's as good as done.
I'll be glad to have them gone.
Where exactly are you sending us? National Guard Training Yard, really? We've been there. There should be no problem with that. We've destroyed the automated defenses, so unless they have been respawned magically and there's a legendary guarding bot or sentry bot again, I don't think we should have any troubles with a few ghouls. I want to be able to wrap this up quickly so I can report success to the settlers and not report it to the actual leader of the Minutemen. Something's about to spot us, but turrets are active.
We'll be taking that.
Shit, everything's respawned here. Well, last time we were here, there were feral ghouls here. Yeah, a glowing one too. Feral ghouls, yes. It's basically sending us to redo these places, and I don't like it. It's a gigantic waste of my time as far as I'm concerned. I don't want to keep doing this. So, my opinion of the Minutemen faction is definitely going down. Hopefully my way is a way to manage.
This is one grim locale. I don't think we're alone.
Oh shit. Was it the ghouls? It's the ghouls, isn't it? These are the ghouls? Immediately thought, we're not alone anymore.
Hannibal. When I thought we were getting along. Are we bothering anybody now?
Yep. I'm not too interested in looting this place again. Let's take care of business and get the hell out. We need new weapon for him. It might as well be a same ammo type, same model of the weapon, but he needs something that doesn't require him to use the basically sights. Because his reaction to every time someone comes even remotely near to him is to just basically start pulling back. This wasn't actually a stable area either, not that I recall it. I think it might have crashed once, something like that. When it crashed, so we should move out of this as soon as possible. Again, I'm not super interested in the loot. Be a glowing one there if it's the same group. Yeah. It's actually only the glowing one you have to kill. So, what do we learn from this? If we go out there, there's the sentry bot. Might not be the legendary version, but don't particularly want to face it anyway. We learned from this that we really don't want to do Minutemen missions. They're just waste of time. Maybe not terrible if you haven't. Well, there's nothing bad about them if you haven't been into these places, but they're terrible to us. So I'm going to avoid them like the plague, unless there's something a little bit special about them. But these go protect the goddamn colony you've already protected again and again and again. It's just no. We're gonna nope out of that. It is a shame, but at the same time, you do accept the responsibility. Taking the responsibility of being a leader of basically a militia. It's not something that's it might be inconvenient at times. It's understandable.
We're sucking down. A lot of rads sticking around.
Yeah, Skull means they're higher level opponents than we can handle. Which has been every even remotely dangerous unit so far. Not sure what it means in practical terms. Probably that they have a huge amount of hit points, maybe better gear too. At least compared to units that should be on our level. Sandman kill.
Took care of those ghouls that were giving you trouble.
You did? That's great news.
Yeah. I think it might be related to how many new recruits you're gonna get in the militia. If you keep doing this, the militia will get more popular, like that. But it's like totally pointless side missions in Skyrim. You can do an infinite amount of them, and you're not gonna get really them. So just no. Learning curve. Speak to Brotherhood tribes. Speak to Knight Sergeant Gabriel. Silver Shroud. Glowing Seed. Feeding the troops. That's something we should do. Your settlement crops at Abernathy Farm. That's part of our militia or allied farm. So I wonder how that'll go. Recover the reflex capacitor at Rocky Nervous Park. Clear Parkview Lounge. Find Gilded Grasshopper. I have no idea what this is about. Marty Bullfinch believes there's a treasure map hidden in the Gilded Grasshopper on top of the Faneuil Hall. I should pay the whole of visit. Okay. Find signed baseball card, mitt and baseball. Okay. Follow Freedom Trail. Sure. Technical documents, blood samples. Search for tech in the Boston Mayoral Shelter. Feral ghouls. Okay, actually, search for tech in Boston Mayoral Shelter. That's somewhere at the edge of the map. Right. And search tech. That's pretty good. Good indeed. Right. Let's go do a equipment drop and end it there. But yeah, good to get back to a proper adventuring again. Didn't notice anything new happening here. 3 settlers. Happiness is going up fast. I suppose we could add minor furniture. I'm not gonna do that now, but I'm thinking of sending one person from this place, I mean, to the fortification commitment. We can't build it up unless we get access to more resources. Where is everyone? Producing food. Supply line to the castle. It is the castle, right? Yes. Is there any point to have a supply line with Sanctuary in the castle? I suppose the castle doesn't have a huge amount of food, so we're sort of... with this, it's basically secured. And I don't have to go to the Sanctuary to empty its workbenches. They'll all be shared. Right.